conservative news / comedy site where we take various topics and subjects, put them together to make a point. Boom, and that's what we're here to do today. I'm Gonzo. This is
Josh. It has been a while, my God.
Yes, and today...
And I can't even use COVID as an excuse this time.
Yeah, we're not social distancing anymore. See, that's why we couldn't get the recording, because I was so far off screen to save this man's health. But talking about health, today we're going to talk about Trotsky's death and Joe Biden's political graveyard. But first...
I am ruining this microphone. I don't know. It's like a limp neck, like you snapped it.
Yes, welcome back. All right. So let's talk about this.
I was going to say follow us on things, but we've been saying that for a while, and we're not anywhere. So
we're on Rumble. So if you see us here, you're watching
Rumble.
Because I stopped uploading
thing took off
things.
better than Truth social media, I can tell you that much.
All right. So let's talk about it. Trotsky's death. Now, I feel murder in the air, Josh, and I'll start telling you why. You start seeing all these reports about the Democrats just not taking yes for an answer. Joe Biden's like, yes, I'm running in 2024 at the ripe old age of 1 million.
What, Beetlejuice? I don't know how that man's still alive. I can tell you this. Every time I look at him speak, I think it's like I can see his lungs deflating. I don't know what's going on with him.
Joe Biden hit by a car while riding stationary.
The funny thing is, I'm being led to believe that Hunter Biden's the one on crack. I feel like it looks like Joe Biden's the one who has drug addiction problems.
And see, we're going to tie all that in together. So, on August 21st, 1940, Ramon Mercader, a Soviet agent hired by Joseph Stalin to kill Leon Trotsky, plunged an ice pick into his head. I mean, talk about assassinations. Now, they had sent guys in cahoots with the head of Trotsky's security to shoot up the place. That didn't work. And then they found the head of Trotsky's security shot in the head on the side of the road in northern Mexico. But hey, that's Mexico for you. And then they went with the ice pick murder. And I feel like something...
Did you know that Mexico is the most dangerous border, they say right now?
That's what they say. I actually checked my text to you when I heard that. And I had to capitalize UN, and it was like unreported. And I was like, unreported? What was I texting?
I knew what you meant. UN reported.
So
yeah, but the UN are a bunch of turds anyway. Like, whatever.
Let that be a lesson in
judgy
texting etiquette.
Turds.
I mean, nobody commas anymore. Everybody tries to communicate with emojis. There's no texting etiquette left. Anyway.
Well, I think texting has ruined the written word. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Are there worse ways to go than being ice picked the head as the end of your political fortunes?
Was it Michelle Pfeiffer in Basic Instinct? Is that who I'm thinking of? Or who was doing that one?
Oh my God, I didn't see that movie.
It's so long. If I got that wrong, I apologize, but she used an ice pick.
Go with whatever your imagination says. Was it ice picks?
Well, it was ice picks. I just can't remember the actress's name. I'm gonna go Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Sharon Stone.
Oh God! See, now I look stupid on
Basic Instinct.
I would say national TV. But
this was the famous scene where she keeps opening
her legs,
closing her leg. We were born in the 80s, in the mid 90s. That was the closest to XXX films like we ever got. Like, we didn't have the internet at our disposal.
Yeah, I liked when they did that.
You just had a
they did a spoof on The Simpsons with Willie with his kilt on.
Yeah,
and I feel like today that would be being accused of being transphobic.
You used to have to just rent a movie and rewind and rewind.
Oh no, you would be at the house with pliers trying to get the Spice Channel. Everyone knows that.
All right, we might have to splice that out for a separate section.
What, the Spice Channel?
So, are there worse ways to go than ice pick in the head? I would say what's about to happen to Joe Biden, he'll wish he got an ice pick in the head.
What, like in the election?
I feel that after the midterms, as a prediction, they are going to start the Democrats are going to start bringing up Hunter Biden's laptop. Like, can you believe this?
I realized I had these chair arms so high up, I felt like a toddler because I was like sitting like this. Anyway, but go ahead. Sorry, I just realized that, and now everybody else who watches this knows it.
So I have a feeling that everything is gonna come out. Like, it's gonna be in the New York Times, the Washington Post. Jeff Bezos is gonna be tweeting it. He's already starting that, and I think it's gonna be ugly. I think Hunter won't be able to get a job. I don't think they'll even stick up for him if he's
kind
impeached.
of the whole point is that does Hunter really need a job at this point? he's got I don't know how much money from other countries, and then he's got all these works of art that he's like the macaroni doodles he's got in the art, in the White House he's selling.
I think it's our career was
everyone was so upset that Trump had money. They seem to think that Biden and the rest of them are broke, but at least Trump's family, at least they invested and try to have businesses. Hunter Biden and Joe Biden are just rich from either speaking or just doing drugs. So I mean, they didn't even do anything.
I think there's going to be a greater conspiracy here. We're going to find out a lot. People mock the Benghazi trials as a show trial, but I actually thought the Benghazi trials were important.
They were very important.
I just felt like they were led by incompetent people.
They were
led by the writers of Law and Order.
They led them in a way that would make you believe it wasn't a big deal. They didn't make it seem like it was a big deal, but it was a really big deal. I feel like if it was your, brothers or your uncles or fathers or husbands, you would care.
Yeah, I'd just be like, Hillary, you left Americans to die? Next question. You left Americans to die?
Yeah.
Next question.
She's like,
that's all I would say.
She's like,
that would just play.
I've done that, but I mean, I've killed way more.
Yeah. Look at me. I got rid of Gaddafi, and now there's slave markets all over.
And then
about free.
Not to mention Jeffrey Epstein, who did not kill himself, by the way.
So, do you think after the midterms that if Joe Biden doesn't move to the side, they're going to bury him? I mean, they technically could, and it not be considered a murder at this point.
Well, I mean, I would say who's going to run in his place, and I keep saying this, and I hate myself for saying it, but if you look at the Democrat bench, who are you going to bring out? Pete Buttigieg with his man nipples? Gavin Newsom, who barely survived the recall in his own state.
They're gonna have that man.
But if you trotted out Michelle Obama, I don't want her to, but I think Americans are just stupid enough to be like, she'll bring the unity we all crave.
Now, the question is...
So you really want a friggin' fourth Obama term? Is that what we're trying to do then?
Now, the real question is...
Oh, gotta be fine.
Does Joe Biden deserve that? Does he deserve that sort of fate?
We push to the side?
I mean, if you push him up the hill,
either push him to the side, or if barring that, if Jill wants to get a pillow at night and just smother him in his sleep. Because
how much do you blame Joe Biden for?
Entirely. For what? What was going on?
Is he? Yeah, you can't say a man's not in control and then blame him for everything.
I have a reason for why I would.
You can blame the puppet master.
I have a reason for why I would, because he wanted to be president so bad he was willing to be used as a puppet. Because he had to have known that he was not capable of doing the job at this point. He was just like, hey, but I really want to be president. Hey, fat. He was just clearly a bad person, and they were acting like he was Captain Empathy. How are you liking that now? You thought that Joe Biden was nicer than Trump? Joe Biden at least Trump answered questions. He may not have liked his answers, but he'd answer them. Joe Biden says something and then he can't run off the stage fast enough, usually in the wrong direction. I'm sure the Secret Service is scrambling to figure out which way he's going to go. But no, he did this knowing he either wasn't capable of doing it or that he was going to be controlled. But he didn't care as long as he finally got to be president. It's an ego thing, and it's all he cared about. And all he's ever done with that office is use it to make money. That damn family is so rich.
The strategic oil reserve going to China, that's going to be...
Thank God.
I think that's going to be something big. I have a feeling. But we'll see what happens. Well, whether you're talking about disposing the president or backstabbing him, get ready for the proverbial ice pick this November. That's my prediction.
You guys comment and tell us what you think. Do you think Joe Biden will run for re-election? And what do you think the Democrat Party's chances are coming midterm? I think it's really important to me. It's important to let